Hello everybody, here's Anna, also known as Anna Knitter. You can find me and my shop at annaknitter.com. I'm a homemaking yarn dyer. I'm a homemaking yarn dyer and pattern designer from Germany. I'm living here in Eastern Germany. I was born and raised in Northern Germany. I'm living here with my lovely husband and our cute little dog, Benny. This is a knitting and crocheting podcast, and I have lots to share with you today. Finished objects, works in progress, my favorite comment, an exciting shop update for December 1st. So I think this goes online on December 1st, so yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, KnitAlong talk, InstaKnitNight questions. So if you're interested in some chapters and in others not, you can skip to the chapters you're interested in the play bar, as always. And I would say, let's dive right in. So my first finished object is my Halloween shawl. We haven't spoken in the last 3 weeks, so you see it a little late. Here it is. It's very long, I would say 170 centimeters, I would say. I used one ball of Opal sport weight. Wait. It's behind my bag in my shop shelf. Whew, this. I still have this. I used this. It has 150 gram because the sport weight and DK weight yarns by Opal always come in 150 gram balls. And then I held an Opal Anthracite. I will go with this colorway name now. Double, so I technically created a DK weight because it's not a problem if you knit an accessory and garter stitch and so on. You don't notice it, that it's thicker. I knit the TGV Shawl. It's, I think, a pattern on Ravelry for $3 or so. And I didn't block it. I simply washed it in the washing machine because Opal is easy to care for. And it blocked by itself, so to say, due to the weight of the fabric, of the wet fabric. And it ruffles neatly because of the 2x2 ribbing. The pattern comes with different options for this border. You can make it even more ruffly and ruffly with more ruffles and with less ruffles. And the way I did it, so the medium ruffle. Yeah, and this is the shawl. I'm very pleased with it, and I will wear it next year in October because this was my Halloween knit. First finished object. Oh, I used... Wait, let me check the yarn ball because Opal is always very good. 3 bis 4. I think I used a 3.5mm needle. But you can see the project page on Ravelry. I put everything there. That's that. Then I have another finished object. It's a pair of Opal socks. The yarn is from my Opal subscription, and so it's not available for purchase yet. Maybe it won't ever be, so I can't help you with that. But I used as contrast colors the same as for the border in this shawl. And here is sock number 1, and here's sock number 2. I added the contrast in the beginning of the cuff, did a 2x2 cuff, 2.5mm needles, knit all in all 20 centimeters. I always do this, and approximately after that I do the heel. It's a slip stitch heel. It's not easy to see because it's a very dark yarn. Yeah, now you can see it. Normal gusset and a German Bandspitze. That's how we call the toe. And this is a pair for Tommy. I assume for Saint Nicholas. I have to check my gift list a second time. I don't know if I have enough for St. Nicholas or... So if I planned this sock for St. Nicholas or Christmas. But it is done. I just love plain vanilla socks. They are always so fun, and if you have a colorful yarn like this, you don't need a pattern, and you don't have to look down, you can watch TV, you can talk with people, and it's the rhythm of the... I use DPNs, I love DPNs, and the rhythm of the stockinette stitch and the DPNs and the yarn is lovely. Very relaxing. So this was the last spontaneous Christmas gift idea. All my other Christmas gifts are knit already. I am doing another Christmas gift that I have to make, but it's not a fiber craft or anything. You will see this in Vlogmas, probably. And I have a half finished object. The half finished object is the colorway of the month of January. I had 2 Christmas colors in the shop for November and December, and that is why this colorway is the January colorway, and it will be available for purchase from today, December 1st, until it's sold out, because I can't dye this month so much, so I dyed in advance, and if it's sold out, it's sold out. The February colorway will be pre-order based again, so that means you can pick and choose the base, the yarn base. This color I'm going to show you now is available on 2 different bases. On sport weight, so sturdy sock yarn sport weight and soft merino sock yarn weight. What was I going to say? So the February colorway will be available for pre-order again, but this colorway will only... So I dyed up a few batches, and if it's sold out, it's sold out, and I love this colorway. So I only knit the first sock because I wanted to wait until it's wintry to knit the second sock, and I also want to knit my second Christmas socks from the colors of the month of November and December, Holly and Ivy and Christmas Cabin, but I wanted to knit them in the season, you know, that's why I'm always holding me back. And I'm looking at the screen now, and behind the screen is the perfect wintry wonderland. Maybe I can insert a photo or a video here, and it's what I had in mind when I dyed up this colorway. This is called Baby It's Cold Outside. I love this song very much. And it's not a Christmas song, it's a winter song, and I love to listen to it. And I'm a big fan of blue, and blue, I don't know why, but January screams blue to me. There are some months which have, in my opinion, a color. They have a color. For example, September is like orange and creamy and yellowy and so on. October is brown and purple and a little bit orange, and you know, this is January. I don't know, March, for example, March is, okay, maybe because of St. Patrick's Day, is green. In my opinion, March is a green month. Yeah, and here you see the pop of color in the first contrast. You get a mini in the... So this is a sock set. I will show you in a moment. This is very icy, like a frozen lake. Here is the main color, and here is the second contrasting color, a very deep cold blue, and the light blue frozen ice for the toe. And here you see them in cakes. You will get 1 full skein of this, and 10 gram of this, and 10 gram of this. Oh, this looks so great. That would be a great head. Maybe I should dye up more so I can knit a head. If you order the sport weight, you get 150 gram in the main color, and if you order the sock merino, you get 100 gram. For the same price, because This is a little bit sturdier and thicker, and you need more yardage. And this is a little bit more luxurious and softer, but less yardage. It's a normal 100 gram skein. Okay. Yeah, and this is my half finished object. I love this so much. This sample is knit up in sport weight because I love sport weight socks in the winter. You can wear them in your shoes without any problem. And DK weight socks can get a little bit difficult in shoes, but sport weight is no problem. And they knit up so quickly. They are so great for gift socks, for example. I have many sport weight opal yarns still in the shop, and DK weight yarns are in the shop. I will insert the photos here of the current collections in my shop. They are so great for a quick present, especially for people when you don't know if they are knit worthy, or if you have a big family and many friends and you want to knit socks for them all. It's perfect to crank out a pair, or 2, or 3, or 4. I love this sock. Maybe... No, I wait for January, I guess, for the second sock, and knit the 2 Christmas socks in December. I love blue. Yeah, available in my shop today until it's sold out, and ships immediately. So it's right in time. Way before January. It will be at your doorstep. These were my finished objects. Now we come to works in progress. If you have watched the Vlogmas episode, you saw the following 2 projects already. One of my 2 Advent projects is a scrappy pillow cover. You can get the pattern on my website in Christmas colors. I collected these Christmas colors over the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years because bootynet.com comes out with 3 new colors in a pack every year. And in 2020 I knit my husband's advent calendar, you see here, out of these yarns. And now I'm making a pillow cover, so I have a Christmassy pillow cover that fits to my Christmas decor. I put away the scrappy pillow cover I had on my sofa now for the Christmas decorations, and I'm looking forward to use this one. I knit a square every day. This is made out of 50 mitered squares with the white border in between. It's very easy, you just change the color after a few rows. And yeah, then I will close it, attach buttons, and I will have a finished pillow cover if everything goes as planned on the 24th or the 25th of December, and I can use it during the Christmas season. Yeah, very much fun. I'm casting on 50 stitches and I'm using 2.5mm needles. I tried to use fancy needles. I wanted to have a special pair of needles, straight needles, for this project, but I came back to these I think 8-inch 20cm DPNs because it's so nice that you can I don't know how to say that. So they are lighter in weight and they are shorter. I think my straights are a little bit longer. Then I think they are 25 centimeters. And how can I say that? I like that you can shift the stitches to the one end and to the other end. It makes everything so fast, but I can't explain that now. Maybe you get what I mean. So that is my first work in progress, which I love so much. And I have decided, so this will be finished by Christmas, I have decided, because I have no blanket project going. Still, after I finished all my big blankets, I wanted to wait a little bit and think about the different possibilities. And now that I knit mitered squares into a pillow, I didn't want to knit another mitered square blanket at the same time. On the New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, as last year, but then it turned into a scrappy pillow cover. on New Year's Day I will cast on a new scrappy blanket in this style with my opal leftovers, and I can't wait. And this will be a blanket this time for sure. I decided this year to turn it into a pillow cover because I love the idea so much, and then I roll up the pattern, but it has to wait. And I want to wait for the New Year's Day. It's always a lovely day how we celebrate it, and very cozy. After we return from church, we have a nice dinner, lunch, I wanted to say, and I watch some things on TV or on YouTube that I used to watch with my parents when I lived in northern Germany. Yeah, I like New Year's Day. Good. My second work in progress is my second Advent project. Technically, I haven't started it officially because today is November 28th. But I started this project and I explained it on Vlogmas. So I have figured out everything, needle size, type of needles and everything, and the provisional cast on before December 1st, so I can enjoy, I can only enjoy without worrying so much about needle types. And it was a struggle to find the right needles and so on, but I explained everything in the December 1st video of Vlogmas. If you want to know more about that, watch that video. But now I'm using a 3mm, 40 centimeter, I think that is 20 inch. Could that be? Maybe I'm completely wrong now. So yeah, 40 centimeters. Circular needle by Chowgu. I tried different needles, but yeah, it didn't work out with the other ones. And I'm alternating two leftovers from Opal at the moment, and I will alternate the Advent minis as well. But I explained everything on Vlogmas. My second work in progress is a crochet project. It's my prayer scarf for Make and Pray. Make and Pray is my charity group. We have a Telegram group already, so I first only send emails, but I think it's nicer to have a chat group where I can share pattern ideas and yarns and so on with you and see your projects. I would love to receive more donations for Make and Pray. So if you're interested in making prayer shawls or prayer cowls, or what you would prefer to knit and crochet, send them in to me. On my website annaneta.com/makeandpray you find all the information and with which brotherhood I'm working together and how the priest is processing all these things. So the idea is to knit or to crochet something, and while you do that you pray for the person who will receive it, and then you ship it to me. I wash it and block it and do all that and wrap everything nicely, and add a note and a prayer. I will ship it to the priest and the brotherhood. They bless everything, and then they give these items to people in pastoral care. So for example, people who suffer through hard times like diseases, or they lost a loved one after miscarriage, or the husband died, or they got diagnosed with cancer, or they have mental problems and so on. So I think I have received 40 packages already this year, and all of them are given away already. So there was a woman who suffered, who had to experience abuse by a priest, unfortunately. So that was very hard. Then a 10-year-old with obsessive compulsion disorder. Then a woman who thinks she is, how can I say that? So she always has bad luck. She's always ill, she loses her job, she loses friends and all these things. And always these bad things happen to her. Then there was a young woman who suffered, so one suffered from still suffers from post-COVID or long COVID or how they call it. And the other one had vaccine damage after a COVID vaccine. She was only 18. No, 17. Now she's 18. She doesn't have a driver's license yet. She couldn't go on with her apprenticeship and everything. And so she received a gift, and all these people are so happy to receive these scarves and cowls and shawls, and your items were so beautiful. And this is a scarf. It is corner to corner in rows. I used a tutorial on YouTube by Claudetta Crochet, and I'm using Opal Sport Weight. This is how much I have left from the first ball, and I think after I finished the second ball, this scarf is long enough and I will be able to block it a little bit. I think it has the right depth and it will keep this person warm, and I think it's unisex. So boys and girls and men and women could wear this color. I would love to receive more from men too. I know it's always a little bit difficult color-wise and which items, but scarves are perfect for men. Scarves and socks. I asked the priest if what he thinks about socks, and he said it would be fine too. I'm using a 4.5mm crochet hook, a very cheap one from Amazon. It's called Fusion. And this pattern is so much fun. I know corner to corner usually is what it says, from corner to corner. But this is in the round. So you could also stripe it and you would have horizontal stripes. If you did corner to corner how it's meant to be, you have these diagonal stripes. And I prefer this. And it's easy. It's very easy. It's basically like granny stripes. But they don't have so big holes. So much fun. And I love Opal because it's so woolly. Yes, and now we come to, I think, let me check. Yeah, the last work in progress is for, oh, I have to hurry up a little bit. I think I only have 2 weeks left to finish it. Is my, oh no, here's a half finished object too. Okay. Well, it's, I will put everything into this segment now. It's my, I would say, Halloween sock. I started too close to Halloween, so I knew I wouldn't finish them for Halloween. But it's from the Opal subscription, so it's not in a collection yet. And it's for the Knitalong in the Opal subscription group on Ravelry. Every quarter we receive the subscription of 6 balls, and 3 of the balls are the candidates for the pattern battle, Musterschlacht. We vote, and the ball with the most votes has to be knit up, and everyone has to use another pattern. It's not allowed to knit a pattern, so not 2 people can knit the same pattern. And I decided to knit skippy stripes. This is this pattern here. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, skippy stripes, SKYPPY stripes. And I decided to do a little bit of striping for the interest and to make it more Halloween. And I was thinking about to add another contrast somewhere else in the sock, but I decided not to do that because I think it's already very pretty like this. I can't see a lot because it's so bright here in this room. I hope you can see everything. And I'm actually surprised how well it's striped, although I made these decreases for the toe. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. You see the stripes get a little bit thicker, but not dramatically. Yeah. The contrasting colors are from Opal 2, Opal Fingering Weight, black and orange. That's also the real colorway name. And here is the second sock. I'm at the orange part. I forgot when I changed the colors that I had to start the pattern. So I knit 3 rounds plain stockinette and then I started the pattern, but no one will notice it. No one will notice it. And I still have it in my autumnal bag. I housed all my Halloween and autumnal projects in this bag. And after I finished this sock, this bag will go into hibernation, I think it's the word, until September next year. Oh, there is another work in progress. Sorry, there is still another work in progress. Just a teeny tiny start. This is opal yarn as well. I'm a big fan of opal yarn. I hope you don't get bored by that. And it is from the Sweet Kiss collection. I had this in my shop, I think, last year or this year. I can't remember anymore. It's sold out already. Maybe you find it somewhere else. And the colorway is called Herzklopfen. Heart bumping. But we say Herzklopfen. Oh, I get Herzklopfen when we want to say our heart is bumping faster than usual. You know, because you are in love. And the tag is very pretty too. Yeah, and here you see how the sock will look. But this won't be a sock. This will be fingerless mitts. And I only have this teeny tiny start. And then my good conscience hit. And I decided, no, Anna, you have to finish your Halloween socks first. But I really enjoy wearing the fingerless mitts. I knit out of my colorway of the month of September. It comes very handy when I go for a walk with Benny or running some errands, because you can use your fingers for the keys, for the phone, for the money and so on, but you keep you are still warm. Yeah. Okay, now that was really the last work in progress. Now I want to show you a little bit, not a little bit, I want to show you how my, where is the, I can't find it anymore. How my socks knit in the October colorway of the month, Plum Harvest, look after washing them in the washing machine. I washed them on 40 degrees Celsius, so with trousers and dark sweatshirts and t-shirts and so on. And that is how they look now. I would say they faded maybe 2% or so. They pretty much look like freshly knit up, so the colorway was washing machine fast, and the sock, so it's the merino sock yarn base, it's super wash. So you can wash this in the washing machine, but I always warn you on my labels, if you buy hand dyed yarn from me, and I think from everyone else, usually I dye them, and so I prepare the yarn in a way that bleeding is pretty much impossible, but I can never promise it. No hand dyer can promise it. I usually use citric acid, and if I dye dark colors, or for example red is always very dangerous, I use even more. I not only put it into the water, but I sprinkle it upon the dye and so on. So I do my very best to avoid bleeding and to avoid fading. But the dyes I use don't promise me. So the seller of the dyes doesn't say, oh yeah, you can do everything and the colors will stay nice. So you do it on your own risk, but I won't hand wash my socks. And the problem is, if you treat superwash yarns not like superwash, so you wash it by hand, they grow if you're not careful. So I treat superwash like superwash. If you want to be on the safe side, maybe use the cold wash program in your machine, or the special care or the wool wash program. I just wanted to show you that they look very neat after washing it on 40 degrees Celsius with other garments in the washing machine. There was something that was important to tell you. Okay, I couldn't find it first, but now I found it. Here's the swatch. I only hand washed it, so I hand soaked it. And here you can see the sock after washing it in the washing machine. So there is not a big difference. So you can decide. You can decide if you want to risk it, or maybe you want to use the wool wash program, but you should be safe. And now, my favorite comment is from Lulu by Design 1926, a fellow knitter who's pro-life and a Harry Potter fan, subscribed immediately. Thank you very much. Yes, for sure I'm pro-life, and for sure I'm a Harry Potter fan, and I'm glad that you enjoy and appreciate that. Welcome here in our tiny little corner of the internet. Oh, I have a list of people who received something from Make and Pray, I see here. So I already told you the victim of abuse by a priest received a Make and Pray shawl. Then a woman from, I wrote it down in German, so I have to translate it now. A woman from South Korea. She is very, very active in the parish there where the Brotherhood was. They moved again. Now they are in Austria again. And she cared for the people very much and was very fleißig in German. I would say busy. Yeah. Then a woman, I don't say their names. I have their names, but I don't say their names now. A woman who is sick since childhood and it doesn't get better, received one. A victim of mobbing who is ill now due to the mobbing she experienced, a young lady. Then a woman from Slovakia, I think in English, who has a very mean husband and she suffers a lot. And a young girl with anxiety attacks. So these were the last, all women. Yeah, women who received a donation from you through Make and Pray, my charity knitting group. Yeah. And the KnitAlongs. So we still have the Daily Dedication Knit-Along. It's our year-long Knit-Along. And it's for you to take the advantage to set aside, to set a certain time, for example 10 minutes every day or 30 minutes every day, to knit or crochet on a specific project to make progress. Maybe you can even finish it in this year. I finished all my daily dedication projects, but you still have 1 month left to finish yours. And we have our Anna's Knit Club on Telegram. I started on Instagram, but I can't see your posts there, unfortunately, because of the change Instagram did to the hashtags. I know some of you see them in chronological order, but I found out that it's like a test from Instagram to see how it works, and I seem to be in this testing group. Maybe all German users of Instagram, I don't know. So I can only see the most liked and the most viewed entries in every hashtag. That means even if a hashtag has, for example, only, so there is a hashtag with 20 entries only, for example, a new knit-along, and it only has 20 entries, and I click on the hashtag, I don't see any entry because they didn't receive enough likes and views. So Instagram thinks it's not worth showing. I hate this company so much, I can't tell you. Okay, that's why we are on Telegram, and there we can chat more easily. We can share links and links to patterns, to yarns, or to funny videos or something. So come to our Telegram group. It's such a nice place to be. And for Anna's Knit Club, we have a new prompt every month, and we all knit for this prompt. But I decided that November and December has the prompt Christmas colors, but in December there will come an additional prompt. So if you don't want to knit Christmas colors for the rest of the year, you will have another additional prompt for December too. And the December prompt is scrappy projects. Everything you knit with your minis, your yarny leftovers, your advent calendars is valid. Okay, and now we come to the last segment, InstaKnitNight questions. Tonight's question, because it's InstaKnitNight, tonight's question is, do you use Christmas themed project bags or stitch markers when knitting in the holiday season? Yes, I prepared everything. As I told you, it's still November here when I record this video, but I prepared my little box already and swapped out the stitch markers. I kept the Harry Potter ones, but here you see a fruitcake, and here you see, wait, I will show you, a Christmas stocking, and I think this is from 3 by the Sea. This will be so perfect for my January socks. Wait. These things are always so difficult to show. It's a snowflake. And I have 2 other ones. So a bauble. Wait, maybe it's inside. Yeah, a snowball bauble. Also from 3 by the Sea Designs. But it's too big for my little plastic thing. And oh, here's another one, also by the same people. And I have a Christmas pudding. This is also too big for the box, but I can't find it now. I put it aside already. It's maybe in another bag or pouch. Yes, and I have Christmas bags. I had one here just a second ago, but I don't use bags so much, because I don't go around with my knitting so much. I'm very much a homebody, because I'm using these baskets. I don't have a cat, I don't have tiny children who like to play with yarn, so, and my dog isn't interested in the yarn. He likes to lay on the yarn and sleep on the yarn, but he doesn't destroy them, the yarns. So I have Christmas bags, and here and there I use them, but not as much anymore. Tonight we want to know, do you prefer metal or wooden needles, and why? Definitely wooden needles, not bamboo, but all the other woods. And I'm using the Chaogu needles just because they have the right circumference and I love their cord. But wooden needles, they are, my hands don't hurt that much after using them, and they are light and they are slick enough for me. So maybe the metal needles are too fast for me. My hands start to hurt. Tonight's question is, what is the first item you ever knit or crocheted? Extra points if you tell us how old you were then. Okay, we learned it in school. So my first project was a crochet project, and I was in 4th or in 3rd grade. That means I was 9 or 10 years old, and we made a crochet bag. So we had a leather bottom. We made holes around the, I don't know how to say that, you know what I mean. You know, here was the leather bottom, and we punched holes around, and then we crocheted into these holes and crocheted up and made a string, and so you could use it as a little purse. That was my first finished object and my first crochet project. My first knitted object was never finished. It was a scarf. I told this story many times already. Then I was 11 years old. We learned knitting in school, but she didn't teach us that plain stockinette without a border or anything will roll in. And I did everything right for the assignment, so I got a B as a grade. She was content with my knitting, but I wasn't content with it because I wouldn't use this scarf if it always rolls in. So this scarf never got finished. I tried it many times afterwards, even years after that. No one told me that no matter which needle size I use or which fiber I use, it will always roll in. So I stopped knitting then and paused for approximately 9 to 10 years, and then I picked it up again and I learned how to knit a scarf that doesn't roll in. Do you block your projects? If so, do you do it immediately upon finishing the project, or do you let them accumulate and do a few at a time? No. I do the things always right in time because I want to have the finished object. Because I don't knit that much lace, I don't block often. So if I knit lace, I block it with blocking mats and T-pins, but I don't do that so much. I don't have to do that so much because of the things I knit. And everything else usually is I soak it or wash it and lay it down flat to dry and pull here and there a little bit. So that is my blocking, and I do it immediately. If it's something I can wash in the washing machine, like the opal scarf, I wait for having a full load and then I wash it. So maybe it takes a few days, but then I definitely do it. And that was the last question. So we come to the end of this episode. I hope I will see you in the comment section down below with questions and your comments and what are you up to. It would be always, I always enjoy to read your comments, so it's more interactive and it's more like a community. But it's even better if you just join my Telegram group, so we can really chat back and forth and like our projects and share photos, and it's such a nice place to be. So you are invited very much. Every link and everything is in the description box below. And I wish you a lot of fun with Vlogmas. So Vlogmas happens on this channel too. If you haven't watched the first video yet, you're welcome to watch it and to have a little bit, to have a look behind the scenes of Anna Knitter as a homemaker. That is my first priority, and as a yarn dyer, which is my second priority. Thank you so much for watching this video and being part of our yarny community, and I'm wishing you a lovely start into Advent season, and take time for the things that make you happy. Don't forget that. Bye!